Hey everybody, it's Thursday. I hope you're having a great day. I had a great idea for a vlog today, courtesy of my brother, so shout out Mark, thank you very much. He actually posted something on his page about the latest quote-unquote fad with women painting their ring fingers a different color than the rest of their nails, or a different design or whatever. And I went on and I made a comment, and it sparked I found out some interesting information that I didn't know from somebody in my family, somebody I love. And so I wanted to take a minute because I think it's a very good message and important. Maybe you don't know, and I know you've seen it everywhere. I do it every day, you know, 90% of the time when I do my nails. See, I got them done. If you notice, the ring finger is a different color or a different pattern or whatever. And I do it 90% of the time. And the reason for that is because the trend, it's not just a fad that everybody's going through. It's not a way of tagging available women for your ring finger to get married. It's not a tagging saying you're gay or lesbian. It actually started because of domestic violence. And you can read about it. There's a bunch of actions called Pin the Nail in it. And I've got a link where you can read about it. And some ladies started it, and they gave domestic violent women, victims, survivors, I call them, gave them, you know, makeovers, make them feel better about themselves. And one of the things they did was their nails, and to signify when they went to these rallies and these support groups and things like that, because a lot of domestic violence victims are ashamed and they blame themselves. So they wanted a silent way to stand out, and so they decided to paint the ring finger, which on the left hand, because it was closest to the heart, because most of the time it was the significant others in their life who were doing the abuse. So they painted the ring finger a different color. It traditionally started as purple, because purple is the sign. Hey, I'm wearing purple. I didn't even just realize that. Purple was the ribbon color, or the awareness color for domestic violence. Then after a while, after hearing this story of survivors by these people, I believe they wrote a book. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But celebrities started a campaign to end domestic violence and to raise awareness and put a nail in the coffin to end it and bring it to a close. And I thought it was a really good idea. So a bunch of celebrities painted their left fingernail purple and posted pictures on Twitter, and then they donated a bunch of money to different charities for domestic violence, which I think is a great thing. So, and the trend just kind of kept on. A lot of people who actually get their nails done this way don't really know the background, and they don't know how painful it is for the survivors. I've always known. I've known for a very long time, and I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you who don't know, I am a domestic violence survivor. I was with someone, and I was very young, and Madison was very young, and I was pregnant with Alex. And I was in such love with this guy, and he beat me, and he would bite me, and he broke a bunch of bones, and kicked me in my stomach to where I thought I was going to lose my son. And the last straw was when he cracked my head open with a wooden Louisville slugger. And I blamed myself. I said, well, he's just tired from work, or, you know, maybe I said something that set him off. Maybe, you know, I was very insecure, like I said, very young. And I didn't think I could tell anybody because I was shamed, because I thought it was my fault. And it's not. If you're going through this, or you know somebody who's going through this, it is not your fault. Their love does not put a hand on you. This beating and biting and whatever, it's not love. And don't take it. You don't have to take it. And the thing that made me break off, and as some have said, be brave, was I looked at my daughter, you know, who was maybe 9 months old at the time. And I said, you know, my father never did this to my mother, no matter how much they fought or disagreed or whatever. And if someone did this to my daughter, I'd kill them. So if it's not good enough, nothing's ever good enough for our children, but I don't want my daughter to see that and be raised and think that it's okay. And it's not good enough for me. It's not acceptable for me, and it's not acceptable for my child. And the next day when, that day actually, when he left for work, I packed up because I was living with him at the time. I packed up and I called some family and I told them I wanted to leave and I needed help. And they came and got me. And then I admitted what was going on. And they were furious, but, I didn't say anything because I felt I was protecting them as well. Because I knew that they would react and go to jail, and I didn't want that. So, but I escaped. And I made a better life for myself and made a better life for my daughter. And she knows that that kind of abuse, whether it be physical, whether it be mental, whether it be emotional, whatever, it is not acceptable. And that's not love. You should not be afraid of the one who says that they love you and the one that you love. And you should not blame yourself because it's not your fault. It's all about control, and that's what they want. And when you give it to them, you allow them to hurt you. You can only feel and you can only go through what you allow situations and what you allow other people to make you feel. You have the strength inside of you. Tell someone. And I'm going to tell you right now, yes, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm here if you need me, talk to me. And they mean it in the most sincere fashion. They really do. But when you're in those shoes, it's really hard to talk to somebody, especially when they haven't gone through it, because they really don't understand. And so maybe you should seek out somebody who does. And you won't feel so alone. That's what I did. And I'm all the better person for it. And if you know somebody who's in that situation, or you're in that situation yourself, you can feel free to contact me at any time. I will listen and I will be there for you. And I will help you the best I can. But the change is up to you. You have to love yourself. And if you have children, you have to love them more than a partner, because partners will come and go. Children are there forever, and you have to take care of yourself, because that's first and foremost, and nobody else will take care of that person for you but you. So, I hope this gives you some strength that you need and some insight to all these women with the funky nails. And I will continue to do it as long as I do my nails, as long as I'm able to do my nails. And if I have to go somewhere, I'm going to have them do it. So, as a survivor, not a victim, I want to say I love you all. And I always thank you for your support and for tuning in. And I hope you continue to do so, because I got a lot more things to come. So, have a great day, even though it's raining. And I'll talk to you very soon. Mwah!